Thank you very much. Good evening to you all. I'm happy that we win this game today. After these draw games and difficult creation of chances and scoring goals, I think today was really important. And I'm happy that I'm the one who helped the team today. But I would be also happy if somebody else scored today or assist. The most important today was the win, and most happier I am that I helped the team today.
Marco, congrats on the goal, the assist, and the win tonight. What was it about the changes that Oscar made to the lineup that sort of helped you guys unlock the offense a little bit more tonight?
I think it was a training this week. We worked more on the creation of the chances and more on the shooting practice because this is what you give the most confidence in front of the goal. We worked like a team. We keep the heads together. We spoke very much because we told us it's nothing negative. Draw is okay. It's not the best, but better than losing, and we don't concede goals. This is the most important. And when I compare this to the beginning of the season, now we are really solid and play the defense really good. And maybe this is a process, and needs time. So we had this game to prove that we are defensive really good, and today we show both.
Marco, just kind of walk me through what you saw on your goal.
Can you repeat?
Just what you saw on your goal.
What I saw, yeah, to be honest, I feel that we did good pressure, and when the ball come to me, I feel that the ball is going to me because the goalkeeper had no other chance to shoot the ball anywhere, and it came right to my feet. I stopped the ball not so good, and then I turn around and see that nobody is there, and take the ball, and I see I had no pressure, and then I was in not so far away from the goal, and then I shoot.
Mark, I wanted to ask you about the second half because it looked like in the first half you guys were basically controlling possession. You got the goal and the penalty, but in the second half is when things kind of opened up a little bit more for you guys. What was something that Oscar perhaps told you guys at halftime to, I guess, help open up the game for you guys to score those other two goals in the second half?
Yeah, I think the first half I can say also congrats to Atlanta. They played really good defensively and also offense, and they made us the game really tough, especially for me because I had much opponents around me, and maybe this was the tactic, to close the pockets because that's a style we played in the last games. And Oscar don't told us so much, because he said that we have to keep the heads like in the first half. The most important is that we go with a positive result in the halftime. And after this, when we came out, I think the first actions, with the ball situations, they were the most important because you saw that we create in 5 minutes 3 chances, and then I think it was the yeah it was uh, the moment where the game starts to swing on our side.
Luis, congrats, Marco, on the win. I wanted to ask you, you've called your left foot your weapon, and we saw it again tonight. How do you work on perfecting those long-range strikes, and when do you know it's the right moment to take the shot?
We work a lot in the training, I can say, and especially in my position and in other positions. And I think that every player have his own one special thing, and I can say that in the past years also I train a lot with my left foot and make it to my weapon and try to come in this situation. Sometimes it's in games that I not score the goal and better I pass something, because I have my head to shoot, but it's maybe the better decision. Today I start to look also the other players and to see if the situation is there to shoot or not. And yeah, today I try to bring my teammates in good positions with the ball, and then when I saw I was in a good position, then I shoot, and I like this position. Yes.
question also.
Marco, just kind of talking about your teammates, your partnership with Alex Freeman on that right-hand side. You obviously had the assist for his goal today, but just how have you kind of built that partnership and that camaraderie with him, the way you guys both play together?
Yeah, this was also a process. We train now 2 months or a little bit more together. In the beginning was difficult because I played with Dagur, with Freeman, and yeah, I think the most important is to train together and to create this chemistry. And I think we do a good job, and I feel that we can do a lot of more better things on the pitch and improve more, but this takes time, and I think when we groove in it will be more better than now.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I feel like obviously we got the clean sheet. At least that's what we aim for every game. And I feel like offensively we were dangerous all game. I think we were making chances, and obviously we scored 3 goals. And at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. We need to score goals, and we need to be strong defensively. I think overall the game was very solid, especially since it was a derby. We needed to win, and we knew, especially coming off a couple of draws, we needed to score goals and be able to win and be strong defensively. That's what we got today.
Awesome. Just kind of going off of that, I mean, you've had now 4 straight clean sheets, but now you've added the goal scoring onto that. Just how much is that going to give you guys confidence going forward now that you found that balance between the defensive end and the offensive end?
I mean, to find that balance is, I think, exactly what we need. I feel like we've been strong defensively the past couple of games, past 4 games, and I feel like if you're strong defensively, you're going to end up scoring goals, and that's what we did today. And I feel like having that balance is going to get us very far and get us to our potential that we want to reach.
Alex, congrats on the goal. And speaking of that goal, you just a tremendous pass from Marco on that, and it looked like you were kind of looking for someone you might be able to pass to, but then you sized up Brad was on and figured out where you put the ball. Can you just kind of walk us through what you saw on that play?
Yeah, when Marco had the ball, he controlled it, and I was eager to run in behind. And when Marco passed me that beautiful pass, it was more like to see what the defender was going to do. If he was going to really step, or if he was just going to delay. And I didn't see anyone in the box, and I saw the defender's legs open, and so I felt like it was just time for. It was just I wanted to put it bottom left corner, and with his legs open, I just put it right through, and then I scored, and then I got to celebrate with Duncan. So yeah.
Alex, I wanted to ask you. We've kind of seen the midfield kind of look a little, it's been changing very often, obviously with injuries and all that. But we were able to see Edward back to mix, and then even Kyle Smith being plugged in the middle. Just kind of wondering how that kind of helped you guys offensively. Not just those two, but in particularly having Edward back and him just being able to break those lines down.
Atuesta is a very, very important player for us. He's one of those players that can make stuff happen, but also be strong defensively. And I feel like, he was missed, and I feel like everyone knows how key he is to this team. And I feel like he just gives us that another dangerous option going forward, but also a strong defensive player coming back. And Kyle Smith, he's Kyle Smith. He's one of our most consistent players. And he's always there when we need him the most. And he was definitely there tonight, holding that CDM spot down. And so those 2 minutes really helped us tonight.
Awesome. Alex, just take me through the celebration from the goal. Did you and Duncan rehearse that, practice it? What was kind of the mentality behind that?
Yeah, me and Duncan, we've been talking about it. We were talking about it with Jerron too, but unfortunately, he wasn't in the roster today. But we all wanted to do it together, and me and Duncan have been talking about it since last year. So, but it was a trend on TikTok to do it, and I guess we wanted to do it. And then when I celebrated, I saw Duncan running towards me, and I knew that we were going to do it. And so, yeah, we've been rehearsing that, and I'm glad that we finally got to do it in the game.
Luis?
Yeah, congrats on the win and your goal. I wanted to ask you, you're a young player with a lot of potential. How has playing in this high stakes matches like this one against Atlanta has helped you as a professional now? And what does Coach Pareja mean to you, especially in your career and everything?
I think it just helps me because I'm also surrounded by very good players, and it helps me in game. and it helps me just be the best I can be. And especially now that I'm getting consistent 90-minute games, it's just being consistent and being able to be strong defensively, but also helping the attack. And so, and Oscar Pereira, I mean, that's what he wants from me is to run. And I feel like it's to be there offensively, but always come back defensively. And I feel like he emphasizes that a lot, especially the partnership with me and Marco. So I feel like, I'm trying to just gain Oscar's trust more and more and more. And I feel like, yeah, it's just me just giving my 100% every game. And yeah, and helping the team get wins, helping the team get a championship. I think that's the end goal.
The past couple of games, we have some clean sheets here, not much scoring going on. Tonight, much differently, 3 goals. What was different about tonight, and how do you take this momentum moving forward to Chicago?
I feel like defensively we're always going to be strong, but offensively it's just we always have chances every game. I think it's just finishing them, and I feel like it's just being able to score and being able to get an attack and be able to combine more. I feel like our attack. I mean, they've been good all season. Tincho, Ivan, Muriel, Duncan, and Marco. I feel like it's been good all game. I think it's just to get more chemistry. I feel like, and it's just going to give us more confidence going into our the rest of our games in this month and going into May. So I feel like I feel like it's just going to give us more confidence as a team.
Awesome.
Alex, you talked kind of in the early days of your starting about how you wanted to improve your defense. You just talked about it now about how Oscar's constantly preaching defense to you. How have you felt that you've kind of grown defensively from when you first started starting games for the first team to now?
I mean, obviously every practice, I'm just doing extra stuff, with Martin, Oscar, Diego, to work on my defensive ability. But I feel like going on the games, I feel like it's gotten better. Obviously I think I could always improve, and that's what I'm going to do every game. But I feel like it's definitely gotten better, and especially when Oscar really emphasizes that, I feel like it just makes you. I just got to be mentally there defensively, and when I'm mentally there, I think I can be very, very strong defensive player as well as the attacker.
Final question, Michael Citro.
Alex, late in the game when Colin came on and Gustavo, these are guys that came up through the academy like yourself as a homegrown. Do you feel like obligated or like a sense of responsibility to find success to kind of pave the way for these other young players that are coming up and want to get minutes?
Yeah, I feel like I just got to show academy players I just got to work hard every day, practice games, outside of practice. But they know Gustavo and Gaski, they know they're very mature people for their age, and they know that what they have to do in order to make the jump to the first team. And obviously, all the academy guys, congrats on them winning the J Cup. But that's a very talented group. But yeah, it's just being able to help the academy players understand that not everything's given, that you got to work for it. I mean, it took me 3-4 years to get to the first team level, and even if it takes them that long, it's just them working hard and just being grateful for every opportunity they get.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. First, allow me on behalf of the whole club and I know all the people around to congratulate Cesar Araujo and Nicole that today they were due with his daughter Isabella. So we're so happy for that family, and we dedicate these 3 points to him and his family. So regarding the game, it's so nice to see that we keep our balance defensively, and we improve something that has been costing us points in the last three on not scoring. And getting back today to that mode, it just made us feel very good. A game well played, and the first half we have some difficulties to find our spaces, but we were patient until we scored the first one. We knew that they were coming in the second one, and we will have those spaces naturally, organically open for us, and we saw that, and the boys understood the game, they were very responsible with their duties defensively, but offensively we looked like we can harm teams, and that made us feel good.
Oscar, obviously, you had to make some of the changes that you made. Eduard getting back to fitness and Geron going out. Just kind of walk us through the changes that you made and how you thought that those players starting affected the game.
Yeah, returning with Edward, and because the injury of Joran also just create not just a room for these players that were playing frequently with us, but also just have the opportunity to have that fit that he has, that cleanness, that ability that he had to glue people together, and for us it's an advantage to have that one player, and he gave us today that clarity that we needed. And Kyle, that you know, we know him, we know him, and that's that player that accommodate himself and accommodate to the service of the team in any position. And he's so respectful with the duties, and he's so disciplined. So he make he made today Atuesta better on allow him to flow on the middle and allow him to glue the team while he was that soldier that can be on behind of him, just occupied in the spaces, so we can have that coherence with the back four. So that moment we saw it, and we have to be quite honest. Today was Cesar lining up to play it, but just the dude is family. Then Kyle in the last minute he came and he played tremendous game.
Awesome. Oscar, I know these games mean a little bit more to you and the team because of the rivalries and everything, but being able to get a shutout at home in this moment, kind of breaking the scoreless streak, just what does that mean just for you and the team and just kind of the confidence going forward?
Well, first, getting back to the winning mode is healthy for us. We tied 3 games that were quite difficult, just playing away in Philadelphia and Montreal, but also in a tight game here against New York Red Bull that we thought it would play a very good game. And and today the need exclusively was we need to win. Tonight we need to add 3 points and escalate, or at least just keep the team in that spot. And we did that job. But now how we did it is what it make me feel that we'll keep progressing. We did it in a very solid way. We play well with the ball. I thought we were patient with the way we sequencing. We find our spaces very smartly, and also we advance with dangerous plays, and which is better. And when we see what we wanted today was that we score. So this has happened before, but we didn't score, and now we scored. And also, as I said earlier, we look very solid defensively. It just made us coaches sleep quite tough.
Profe, pregunta en español, si lo puede responder, traducimos para los colegas, pero dándole seguimiento a la respuesta, a la pregunta de Austin, una palabra que creo que has mencionado en los últimos ya 3 partidos es que todavía estabas buscando un balance. Yo creo que esta noche se consiguió, ¿no?, con el esfuerzo defensivo, donde no permitieron que Atlanta mete gol, y yo creo que solamente tuvieron 2 remates al arco, estoy seguro, pero hoy en la parte ofensiva pudieron marcar 3 goles. Hablando de ese tema, de buscando ese performance balanceado, ¿cómo se siente tener eso? Que por fin ya lo pudieron lograr después de unos 3 partidos donde estaban un poco flojos en la parte ofensiva.
Bueno, realmente hicimos mucho énfasis en la semana para poder limpiar un poco esa tensión que teníamos de no haber marcado goles en los últimos 3 juegos. Pero al mismo tiempo
tratamos de generar confianza dentro del grupo porque a veces la falta de gol no es que no tengas opciones, es que están tensos, es que estamos con una carga adicional encima y yo quería evitar eso con ellos. Entonces, tuvimos una semana donde nuestras declaraciones en el grupo no fueron exclusivamente marcar goles. Lo que quisimos hacer durante toda la semana es entre nosotros darnos un mensaje de confianza de que las cosas estaban haciendo bien. Y a mí me pareció saludable verlos ya que hoy se nos abre otra vez el arco. A Marco Pasalic que empezó haciendo goles y tuvo un tramo donde no y hoy volvió otra vez. Entonces me alegra que ellos orgánicamente puedan tener confianza, pero tenemos un muy buen balance y esperamos seguir con él. Uh, uh, Talking about what we spoke, or yeah, what we spoke during the week with our players about this draw moment of not scoring, this moment where you have 3 games and not scoring. Uh, they try not to tense the team or not to stress them too much. Instead, we wanted them just to get back to their natural mode of play, keep creating options. The goals are coming. And we felt today that that was happening. So at the beginning, I felt a little bit tension still. It's like when we have Ivan in front of the goal and he could finish, and it's a thought that we'll have. Here we go again. But I think they bounced back and they found the timing. The PK came, and then second half it will look more us um and it's good. I have to congratulate that group of players that they're working hard. Keep that balance is important. Keep scoring, keep adding points. Is a long season. Now we are in that battle. We're not first, but we know that we're where we going.
Luis and then Ronnie.
Probably will congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you a question a little different, not so much about the game. You re-signed till 2028. I want to know your insight regarding the new promotions of Luis Musi to the senior advisor of ownership and Ricardo Moreira as the new GM. What are your thoughts regarding that, and what can that take the team to the next level? That's what fans are asking. Thank you.
Right. No, so well deserved. Those promotions to Luis Musi, who has done a great job on putting this team in this mode of uh, fighting for finals and the academy development. So it's great for me that has been witness of that work, just to see that he's taken this team to the next level and that part of the organization. So we want congratulate Luis from the bottom of our heart, and it's good that we keep them around as well. And Ricardo, who has joined him in this job of managing the club, who has been a protagonist as well of this 5 years while we have been here. Also, I have seen him growing with us, and now he has all these ideas for sure that will try to take us to the next level. I promise we are so grateful. We are so proud, and we'll be here until the people want it. It's my say. I'll be here if people feel that I'm working and I help them. Other than that, this commitment is just revalidating our commitment with the club. But this is football. All what matters is the club.
Ronnie.
Profesor Oscar Pareja, buenas noches. Ronnie Herrera para Citizens Internacional. Profe, venía el equipo de 3 empates consecutivos. ¿Sí? No quiero reiterar tanto en la pregunta, pero ¿cómo hizo el trabajo esta semana para levantar a los muchachos y poder tener una victoria tan amplia con un equipo tan cerrado como el Atlanta United?
Bueno, yo no, realmente nuestro plan o nuestra estrategia no estábamos esperando a un Atlanta que nos fuese esperando un bloque tan bajo. Realmente, cuando empezó el juego, eh, pensábamos que nos iban a buscar un poco más, pero tuvieron este bloque más bajo, más sólido y nos costaba entrar en los espacios nuestros, en los intervalos, entre líneas. Sí que teníamos posesión, pero no estábamos entrando. Bueno, entramos algunas veces y empezamos a sentir que se empezaban a debilitar ellos, pero necesitábamos continuidad, pero lo que más necesitábamos era hacer un gol por lo menos. Entonces, lo hablamos, usted me preguntó lo que hicimos en la semana. Bueno, lo primero fue que nos dimos un baño de paciencia, hablamos de no nos desesperemos, démosle. Y eso me gustó, que el equipo tuvo esa paciencia, hicimos un gol en el segundo tiempo, ya nos vimos más sueltos, más peligrosos y vinieron los goles. Entonces, pues yo creo que los muchachos aceptaron mucho en esa paciencia y me gustó mucho. I would like to translate it short, and it's something that we discussed during the week with the players. Say, Atlanta, I expect them to come, press them up, and they decide to wait, and they lower the block, and we have some challenges to get in between the lines and find those spaces. But that was what we spoke during the week. We said, patient is going to be our friend. Be and let it come. And second half looks like we were patient and the goals came.
Michael Citron? Oscar, before the game, the U18 team was honored for their winning the Generation Adidas Cup, and you were able to get Gustavo and Colin onto the field today. How important has Alex Freeman's work ethic and his success this year been to the homegrowns and the academy players who are looking up at him and trying to get minutes with the first team?
Well, thanks, Michael, for asking me that. It just gave me the opportunity to congratulate the whole organization and the academy, to Javier, the coaches, and the players for the U team. Just made us feel so proud because winning that GA Cup is not an easy task. And then they put our team in the top, and winning championships is what we all want. But also, is that meaningful because we won trophy? Yes, but you know what is the biggest thing is that that's producing players, and Alex Freeman is one of them. Of that academy, now we're seeing the results, and now we're seeing Colin, we're seeing Gustavo, uh, Justin Ellis, Jackson. It's like the club is seeing it now after 5 years, six, that since we have been here and we established in the academy with patient, and sometimes it seems like what Alex Freeman today. I told you already what I think. I think that is not right back in this country like Alex now, and don't tell anyone. But he's so proud of his job. Is a young man who is pushing that much, and he had that quality of improving, and is a product of the academy. He's one of us from the younger ages.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, thank you.